Hi, Andrew. This is Andre Coles with Amherst Preserve Digital. I put together this video to show you how you can organize the information that you receive from the call log in a manner that will allow you to track how many people have found your company via different sources, YouTube, maybe not YouTube, Facebook, Google, word of mouth, or trucks that they've seen. So what you want to do, let's say either on a weekly or monthly basis, maybe weekly to get start when you get started so that you get this down as a routine. You want to go ahead and go into the email and copy the information and then go to an Excel spreadsheet and just paste it. When you do, all of the information will be in column A, and specifically each piece of data is in one cell. Now I'm going to show you how to break it up. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to delete this tab just because I already copied and pasted this information into sheet number one. But I went into each one and I added in a sample question, found as how. So by friend, could be by Google, could be by Facebook. So what you're going to want to do when you have this information is you're going to want to keep it selected, keep all of column A selected. Then in Excel, you want to, let me select this again. You want to click on the Data tab, and then you're going to click on text, the button that says Text to Columns. Now here, what Text to Columns does is it will take your information and it'll allow you, this gives you the ability to separate one column into multiple columns. You want to stick with delimited, and then click Next. And then when you're on this step 2, what you'll want to do is go to Other, check the box, and in Other, you're going to enter a colon. You want to enter a colon because as you look at the information, it looks like the questions that they have to fill out are from, for, font, zip, city, email, address, and then you see found by us how. And what you want to be able to do is separate out this information here and how they found us. And since there is a colon that separates found us how, or separates the question with the answer that they provide, you want to put in a colon here, or excuse me, colon, not semicolon. Put in a colon here, another. So I'm going to delete this. I want you to watch as this information here moves to the right as I enter the colon. So you want to add a colon, and then you can click Finish. Now all of your information is split. Found by us is in one cell, friend is in another. So what you'll then do is click on this box on the top right so that all of the data is selected. Then you can click the Sort button. And what you will want to do is sort by column A and click, get this out of the way. Sorry, I'm trying to get this out of the way so we can see. You're going to eventually click OK. And so now what you have is everything sorted by the questions. Then you can come down here to found as how. You can then copy this information and then paste it into another spreadsheet. But we're going to paste it in B2. The reason why you want to paste it in B2 is because you want to add some headers. So week, put in question, and then you want to put in source. And of course, you can use something else for question, but I'd recommend going, if you're going to use a week, going by the week and just putting in, for example, March 2nd, and then copy March 2nd and paste it down into all of these cells. Then you're going to run what we call a pivot table. If you don't know how to run a pivot table, it's very simple. I will show you in this video. So you're going to want to select all of the rows, all 3 rows, A, B, and C, not just the source information. You'll then go to in Excel, you will click on the Insert tab, and then you will click on Pivot Table. A pivot table is a simple way to organize data, and if you set it up this way, this will make it very easy for you to update the information every single week, or if you do it every single month. And so as you can see here, the range of information that Excel is looking for is in sheet 6, all of column A, all of column C. And you can drop this right now into a new worksheet and click OK. So this is now sheet 7 is a pivot table spreadsheet. What I'm going to do is rename it pivot table. And then I'm going to name sheet 6 pivot input. So now when I have my pivot table, what I will do is I will click and drag source down to rows, and I will click and drag source down to values. So right now, this pivot table tells us that based off of the fake info that I put into the spreadsheet, there were 3 people who found out about King Solomon's through Facebook, 1 who found out from a friend, 3 who found out by Google, and 2 found by the website. Then you want to save this spreadsheet. And the reason why you want to save it, and the reason why I had you set up the pivot table this way, is because let's say in the following week, so you go ahead and run that same, you get that same report, and you do their sorting, and in the following week, you get more information. And let's call this week March 9. So I'm going to copy this down, and this is all just as an example. When you copy and paste and put everything into the pivot table the same way, the week, the question, the source, once you go back to your pivot table, if you click in the pivot table, anywhere in the pivot table, then you go up to the tab that says Pivot Table Analyze. You can click this button right here that says Refresh. And what this will do is it will go back and rerun the pivot table from the same location and add in any new info or subtract any information. So as you can see right here, there are 9 total responses. When I added in those other fake responses and I click refresh, now you see that the pivot table is up to 18 total responses. So this is a way that you can track how many people found you through Facebook, if they found out the word of mouth, a friend, Google, website. This is a way you can do it. It'll take just a couple of minutes to run the report each week once you copy, paste, sort, and then update the pivot table. If you have any questions, feel free to give me a call and I can walk you through this again. Have a great day.